Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. I filled the books. The books are filled, and I have my bars of steel, and I have all the blanks that we're doing. So let's get into it. Well, all right, guys, so here's the board. The board was empty, and now it is full. The book's filled, and my forms have all been sent out, and pretty much everybody's gotten back to me. I'm still waiting for one person to get back. But this gives you an idea of all the projects that I have ongoing. We started the Wesser and one of the micros for somebody. So one of the micros is spoken for. The other micro, remember, there's two micros, that's going to me. So the two micros and the Wesser are at Peter's right now being heat treated. I'm also doing a Bloom harpoon for somebody on the side as well, so that's getting done. So that's going to get included into this month. So for September, I'm going to be doing a Bloom harpoon in Nitro V acid etched with provided wood that they sent me, this block of wood that I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do. Probably brass pins. I think that's going to look cool with storm gray kydex. But I have to make sure that person's okay with that. We didn't really discuss it. I think maybe black they wanted, but we'll figure that one out. So we have time because this is Nitro V, so that's got to get sent out to get heat treated. We're doing a pistol in ADCRV2, acid etched Admiral Blue Jute Micarta with the black raptor skin kydex. We're doing a gargoyle harpoon in ADCRV2 with the desert camo kieranite and a carbon fiber kydex. We're doing a hawk in ADCR, hand satin with the pearl white. They're going to supply it. So this person makes handle material, and he's going to send me some pearl white material that I guess he's going to make for his knife. Basically, it's going to be like the red and white hawk, or the white with the red hawk that I just recently did. He wants to basically for me to redo that one, but with the handle material that he's supplying. So there we go. We're doing a bud in AEB-L, acid etched, tumbled, Admiral Blue Jute Micarta, black pins, so on and so forth. A Cardinal XL in AEB, which is going to have a tumbled finish with purple camo carbon fiber, which that should be pretty cool. And then the last one, I don't know. This person was either going to do a bush hawk or a gargoyle, I believe. So we're still waiting on that one. I want to get started on cutting these out, at least the 3 stainless. So we have AEB, AEB, and Nitro V. So I need to cut out a Bloom harpoon, a Cardinal XL, and a bud, because obviously the stainless are the priority right now, because I got to get those cut, shaped, everything done so I can send them out to heat treat, and then I can do these 3 in ADCRV2. And then I don't know what this person wants yet, so hopefully they get back to me today, because I'm going to start cutting all this stuff out, or at least cutting the stainless out and getting those going. So let's let's get this party started. All right, guys, I am glad I have enough steel for everything. I went and purchased a whole nother bar of Nitro V. This is AEB-L, and I never know what you guys are going to pick, so I try to get everything in stock. So we have a bud and a Cardinal XL that are going to go onto the AEB-L, and the Bloom harpoon is going to be on the Nitro V. So I have my mark fluid. This is just Dykem Markham fluid used. I have my little titanium scribe, so I'm going, or a carbide scribe, that I'm just going to mark on this with my wooden blank where I'm going to cut out. I'd rather do this than the marker. The marker sometimes washes out, especially if I'm starting to use the fluid for cutting fluid on stuff. It starts to wear off, and then I don't know where I'm at and what I'm doing. And this makes it a little bit easier, and the scribe line doesn't go anywhere. So let's get a good scribe on that, make sure it's looking good. So then I pull this way and ta-da, I know exactly where I'm cutting up to and what I am doing. So that's going to be excellent. So I have that one. So let's do the bud and the cardinal, and we're going to start cutting these out. I am looking forward to this month. It should be fun. It's funny, people ask what are your most popular models, and I really can't answer that because I never know. Like the bud, I haven't done a bud in quite some time, and now all of a sudden I find myself doing a bud, and that's really cool. So I have the bud and a Cardinal XL. Let's get that one scribed up, and we'll hit the bandsaw. I put a brand new bandsaw blade on, so we are ready to go. Right, guys, so flying. I am flying. I'm getting all of my processes down pretty quick. So we got the bud cut out, the holes drilled, all the edges cleaned up and shaped pretty much where I need it to be. I haven't done a bud in, oh my gosh, it's almost been a year almost, I feel like. We have a Cardinal XL, which is awesome. We got the holes drilled again. This is AEB, and then the Bloom Harpoon is in Nitro V. So, and all of them are cut out, and all of them are ready for bevels. Holy cow. So I am going to mark the center line on the edge so that I can mark my center line, which I just said. I don't know why I said that twice, but I did. And then we're gonna do the angles, and we're gonna jump on the grinder, guys. I want to get these sent out for heat treat as soon as possible, because the quicker I can get them sent out, the quicker I can get back, and the quicker I can finish all these builds. Also, update, there's still a big question mark on that 7th build for the month. That's right, I'm doing 7. So again, I'm doing a bud, a Cardinal, a Bloom XL, a Hawk, a pistol, and a Hawk, a pistol, and Gargoyle Harpoon. So I'm still have to do a pistol, I still have to do a Hawk, and I had the Gargoyle Harpoon out here somewhere. Alright guys, well, you could say I had a productive morning so far. I got the 3 stainless. I still have the mystery build. I don't know what I'm doing yet. But I got the 3 stainless, the Bud and the Cardinal XL in AEB. I got them all done, grinded, smoothed. I even did jimping and the sharpening choil on all of them. So I did that. These two are looking great. The Bloom Harpoon in Nitro V, again, got the grinds done, sharpening choil put in. So now the last thing for these is I need to hand sand all the blades out. Let's see. This fan feels good though. The bud is going to be acid etched and the cardinal is just going to be tumbled. So I need to hand sand both of those out. And the Bloom Harpoon is going to be acid etched as well. So that needs to be cleaned up. So all three of these need to be hand sanded out. And then these three are ready to be sent out for heat treat. Oh man, that is awesome. I'll be able to get these out pretty quick. And then I can turn my attention to, as I knock over the camera, the AriesEDC blades, which are all marked up and ready to be cut out and to be done. So we are looking really good, and I'm still waiting for the mystery person to come forward and let me know what they want. At least if I know what model and steel, I can get started. If they want stainless, that's kind of a bummer because these guys are looking good, but I'll knock that one out as quickly as possible so I can get these all sent out at the same time. So I will let you guys know. All right, guys, the mystery knife has been identified. We have to do a gargoyle harpoon, an AEB-L, and some really interesting handle material and interesting kydex. So it's time to get another gargoyle harpoon cut out and shaped so I can send all the stainless off at one time. So I better get to it. All right, guys. Well, I know I didn't film any of that, but I went ahead and knocked this out. I had about an hour and I did this in about an hour. So I cut it, shaped it, grinded it, drilled the holes. Things are looking really stinking good. So gargoyle harpoon is good, the Bloom Harpoon is good, the bud is good, and the Cardinal XL is good. So the person who owns the Cardinal XL wanted some front jimping, so I'm going to add just a little bit more way up here. That is what they asked for, so I guess they want to put their finger there. And the person with the Bloom Harpoon wants a more aggressive harpoon and wants some jimping in here as well. I also need to fix the gargoyle, just the edges, and get that cleaned up. He didn't say anything about jimping or anything, but I think that one came out pretty good. Just as a reminder, we are doing two Bloom Harpoons. This one is an AriesEDC, and this one is an AEB-L. So the stainless are all looking really good. I need to do some file work on this, get the sharpening choil put in, and the file work on this, and then just reshaping this one real fast, and we are on our way. I just then need to hand sand all these out, and they can be sent off for heat treat. Oh man, I'm trying to get these done so that I can get started on the AriesEDC blades. Again, a hawk, a pistol, and a Bloom Harpoon, or a gargoyle harpoon. So we're doing a lot of harpoons. We're doing 4 harpoon blades. Nothing wrong with the little poon, right? I am gonna set these up. I need to do some file work and file work reshape. What I'm gonna try to do is just kind of dip this down, this line, just dip that down just a little bit. You know, I don't want to go too much. Like, it makes sense on the Bloom Harpoon because it's just a larger blade, but because the gargoyle harpoon is a little larger, it kind of makes sense. But the Bloom Harpoon, it's such a small little package that will catch your thumb, but that's what they want, so I'm gonna give them what. All right, guys, I figured I would share this. I think I've done this before, but I will share it again. What I'm about to do is do the sharpening choil on the gargoyle. So I have the gargoyle here in the clamp. Sorry, and I'm going to try to I'm gonna file in the sharpening choil. Now I do this by hand. I don't do this with a machine. I don't do this with anything. I do it all by hand just because that's just what I do. And I don't know how I'm gonna do this with the camera. I'm gonna kind of move things around. So I'm gonna take a triangle file. I have a triangle file, and this is just going to get me the initial mark of where I want this sharpening choil to be. And I'm looking at just the back of the plunger grind, from the plunge grind to where the edge of the blade is going to be. So I kind of line that up right at that spot. And then I'm just going to get it started in that spot. And then basically I'm just going to give myself a little groove. Clamp this down. And now I have that little groove in here. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I don't want to go too deep. And then I have my round file, I guess chainsaw file, or just whatever roundness that you like. This is a good overall sharpening choil I put on all of my knives, and it ends up giving it that kind of look to the sharpening choil, which is a good nice radius of a sharpening choil. So now I line that up, straighten it, and I'm just going to do this. And this literally doesn't take me but maybe a minute or two each time. So it's not a bad process. It's just doing some file work and getting good at the file work to do it. It's all right. I think I am happy with that. So now the sharpening choil is done, and now we're ready to start hand sanding this all out. I also have to do the jimping on that cardinal. So I'm going to do the jimping on the cardinal, but then we're going to start hand sanding. I also have the live stream today, and during that live stream I'm hoping to hand sand all 4 of these stainless out so I can get these ready to be sent out for heat treat. I would like to be able to get these out as quickly as possible. All right guys, we had a very successful live stream. Again, if you've never caught some of the live from the shops, I know it's in the morning time for a lot of people, but I get a lot done, and it's fun to sit here and work and to chat with you guys as I am working. So Cardinal XL hand sanded and looking good, along with all of the others. So the Bud, the Gargoyle Harpoon, and the Bloom Harpoon and Nitro V. These are all looking good and all ready for heat treat. So I am ready to send all the stainless out for heat treat. And today is the 28th of August. So I am looking really, really good. So these are going to get sent out, and hopefully we'll come back before the end of September, and so that I can get started on these. So this one is in Nitro V, these are all in AEB-L. And once I get those sent out, then, oh my goodness, I just moved things around, I can start working on the ADCRV2 blades, which is another Gargoyle Harpoon, a pistol, and a hawk. So those, oh my goodness, will all get done. But that will be on the next one, guys. Thank you so much for watching and hanging with me on this video. Got a lot done, and I'm really impressed with how things are going. So fingers crossed they continue to go this well. So thanks again. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. That choice is always yours.